"15 years we've been coming here, FIVB Beach Volleyball, the SWATCH World Tour. Welcome to yet again to Klagenfurt, Austria. This is a spectacular setting for one of the most stunning tournaments on this World Tour. It's the A1 Grand Slam, presented by Volksbank. Hello, it's a very good morning from Klagenfurt, where we're just about getting our breath back from the first match after an absolutely spectacular event between the reigning Olympic champions, Rogers and Dahauser, who were knocked out in these 26 degrees and sunny conditions, against the new Brazilian partnership of Ricardo and Pedro Cunha. They won in straight sets. The second, an absolute ding-dong battle, 33-31 it ended. And they await the winners of the second semi-final, the next match between Bruno-Maciel and Bruno-Oskar Schmidt, who've come all the way from qualifying, and the former world champions, the team from over the border in Germany. It is Julius Brink and Brink-Reckermann. So sit yourselves down, get strapped in again, because we're about to go once more. This could be just as entertaining. Expect nothing less from the SWATCH World Tour.
FIVB Beach Volleyball SWATCH World Tour.
So we'll get to meet the teams in just a minute. First of all, it'll be hello to the officials. Those officials today come from Italy and Algeria. Davide Crescentini is the man in charge. And his assistant, second referee Jamal Bergel, comes from North Africa and Algeria. So it's a very, very hot morning. It's been a bubbling cauldron of excitement, hot atmosphere, and spectacular spiking today. This Brazilian team come all the way from the quietness of the early days of qualifying into this cauldron. For the first time in Klagenfurt, João Billy Maciel, wearing number 1, age 33, is playing in a Klagenfurt Final Four. Bruno-Oskar Schmidt's previous best here was 9th with his very partner in 2008. They had a 2010 apart where they didn't play together. João Maciel didn't play at all. Bruno is still just 24, one of the most promising up-and-coming defenders in the Brazilian game. Last time out played with Benjamin Insfran, and a couple of weeks ago, after splitting with Benjamin as part of that Ricardo Marcio split, where there was a reshuffle everywhere. Benjamin going to play with Marcio, and João Maciel and Bruno are back together. A team who've been together since their rise and rapid rise to the World Championships in 2009. Julius Brink, one of the top servers and defenders in the world, who's had an off 12 months or so. Injuries to both Reckermann and Brink ruined 2010. They've been slowly getting back to the best here in 2011, and it's great to see European presence in the semi-finals. Good to see the German flag waving too, and a man representing that, Brink-Reckermann, 32, Jonas the Wrecking Man Reckermann, when he gets his blocking right. 2 meters tall. Let's see if he can hit those top notes of form again. So they go for a fair play handshake. Time to say hello to the referees as well. João and Billy having a silver medal and a 4th place together. That they're in the early part of their career. Best they've ever had in a Grand Slam was 5th together. That coming back in Marseille 2009. Julius Brink and Brink-Reckermann in the final 4 for the first time since Stade. Came 3rd at the World Championships, unable to defend the gold medal. Today it's all about getting to the final, guaranteeing silver and having a shot at gold. Won the toss, they receive on the left in yellow. Bruno Oscar Schmidt serving first. Here's Julius Brink trying to side out and does so. Good start for Germany. Just settles the nerves when you can side out straight away. Lots of support for both teams. The crowd just enjoy their entertainment here. No Austrian presence in this final 4. Julius serving from a long way back. Just about well read by Bruno. Bruno will hit. And will side out straight away too. No real rallies yet. Order piece. Bruno-Maciel is the blocker in this team. 1m99. Hails from Vila Village. Resides in Vitoria, where he trains with Bruno. Bruno, in fact, comes from Brasilia, where we've had the Brazilian tournament the last couple of years. Reckermann up to Brink. Who just rolls beyond the intended block of Bruno-Maciel, nicknamed Billy. His best on the World Tour. 2nd place in Kristiansand in 2008 with his present partner. Bruno's hand set. Off the defence of Brink and goes flying off. Brazil siding out again and continuing the pattern. Well, 10 wins this season, just 3 losses for Bruno and Maciel. 46 wins and 13 losses for Reckermann and Brink. Here is Reckermann's hand set up for Julius Brink, who kills the ball nicely. No mistakes made so far, not even a hint of one. Moving on inside-out patterns. Perhaps just getting their breath back from watching the first semi-final. Really took it out of all involved, that 2nd set. Oh, the spectacles of the season so far as that creeps over the net from Julius Brink. Getting the luck that German wanted. Here we go. Thank you very much. Or danke schön, we should say. 4-2 then. First point off serve of this match. Julius will try it again. Goes long. Over on 2. It's gone long. Well, that serve causing some problems. Julius previously was one of the most fierce jump serves in the business a couple of years ago in 09. Both of them having injuries. He's not really brought his big serving back into his game yet. But this one is developed from way behind the lines, working for him. Here he goes again. So difficult to take down because there's a bit more pace on it as well. The trajectory is different. Finally, Brazil managed to work it out. Maciel is the intended target of the serve for the moment. You can see he'll pick up the serve for Brazil. 3-5. Brink-Reckermann with a lovely spike. Of playing against a team that is unbeaten this week. Billy and Bruno. Straight sets in their qualifying match against the Russian team of Barsuk and Bogatov. They beat the Czechs, the Estonians, and Julius Brink and Brink-Reckermann in the pool. So this is a revenge match for Germany. That match was straight sets, by the way, just 40 minutes, 21-18, 21-19, as Brazil win back a point. Then Italy, the pairing of Nicolai and Lupo, beaten in the first knockout round. Casey Jennings and Kevin Wong in the quarter-final last night. Up against Brink-Reckermann again for the second time this week now. 2 points down here. This is on centre court, though, with much more at stake. If they had to choose between which matches to win, the Germans would have picked this one. But that's an unforced error from Jonas Reckermann. And looking at the Germans' path to the semi-final here, their only loss of the week came against this Brazilian team. In fact, they've won every other match in straight sets. In a decent week, they beat FIVB and Niklas Sinner yesterday of the United States. Belleguard and Heuscher, one of the form teams of the moment of Switzerland. Alongside Huben Seidel, Austrian team, young team doing well. Czech Republic and Estonia as well. So both these teams coming from the same group, ending up in the semis. And we look down from the air. Main centre court with court 2 just the side. Everything and all the action out here on Saturday. Julius Brink with that long service here. This time it's an excellently well-judged lead. Kudos and well done to João Bruno-Maciel. Brink-Reckermann, who sends the ball down vertically. That's nicely done. Right in front of the intended defense of Bruno Oscar Schmidt, 24-year-old from Brasilia. The 7th season for both of these Brazilian players. 51 tournaments for Bruno. João Bruno-Maciel didn't play last year. Did win a challenger and satellite event in Lausanne in 2007. Here he is now, looking to side out. Brink says no, chance the Germans to add to their lead here. Here is Julius Brink, with a roll down the line that takes them to 3 in front. Nice high setting. Brink-Reckermann looking better by the week here. Support for Julius. It will be Julius to serve though. It came off Billy. Touch from Reckermann, although quite naughtily claiming that he didn't get a touch. He quite obviously did. And here's the evidence. 1-1 in a history between these two teams, by the way. Of course, there was that win for the Brazilians earlier this week when they met in 2009 in Stade de Blanca. It was Brink-Reckermann who won it as top seeds then, and as newly crowned world champions in 2 straight sets. Well, the sun hides itself behind a cloud for the moment, but that does not deter the crowd from getting excited and dancing about. Brink goes in towards Bruno. Reckermann's there. Here is Julius Brink again. Well, Brazil on the back foot fairly firmly here. Julius Brink really at the races this morning. Through the gate. Timeout then. Brazil trying to stop the rot here. Not too far from the technical timeout. Another couple of points to come before that, but Brazil deciding not to wait. Billy walking off. Bruno eventually joining him. It's time to talk about what's gone on and what's going wrong. Not too much going wrong in the crowd. They're enjoying themselves. And just about realising they're on the pitch of that. There's our alphabetic team from Stade. They brought the sunshine with them as well. Always present in their home tournament in Switzerland and over here in Austria. Tournament hotel in the background there. A wonderfully huge VIP area as well, just in front. This is a tournament for the great and the good here in Austria. Julius Brink. This time the target was Bruno. Took it down nicely. And that's a good reaction. The one they were looking for following the timeout for Brazil. Just wanted to stop the German run on points. Going exceptionally well for them. Deep breath from Billy. His serve before a run to the net and take up his blocking position. He'll want to be up against Julius Brink in that corner. It's exactly what he's got. But Brink reacts even better. No choice for it, but a hit on the angle. Bruno couldn't react. Billy takes it down. Germans varying their serving tactics here. Julius Brink frustrated that he couldn't get there. That's technical timeout. Germany still have a 3-point lead. So Brazil making one of those points up. Way to take your dogs for a walk. They do things their own way around here. Julius Brink and Bruno-Reckermann back to doing things their own way as well, which is good news for the sport of beach volleyball. Europe needs consistent contenders. Best challenge from Europe this year has come from Switzerland on a consistent basis. Spaniards of Herrera and Gavira out through injury. There's been Bellaguarda and Hoysha who have been doing the business for Europe. And Brink and Reckermann desperate to retain a title again. Former world champions crowned in 2009, now 4 golds. They've had nothing for over a year though. They've been involved in 2 finals, Beijing earlier on this season, Stadio Blanca last year, they were beaten. A few bronze medals along the way, bronze in Shanghai, bronze in the World Championships, bronze in Stavanger and Stade. But it's not just Julius Brink that's getting the support. Brink. Siding out with real power. No messing there. It's all been fairly methodical in this match so far. In the absence of real great rallies, in much contrast to the first match we saw between the Olympic champions and the new team of Ricardo and Pedro Cunha. It is the Brazilians that await the winners of this match in the final, by the way. Julius Brink. Serves in towards João Bruno-Maciel. Reckermann will have a chance to respond on the counter-attack and does so with gusto. Germany seemingly bulleting along now towards this first set advantage. Of course, the German team failed to win here. It will be an all-Brazilian final. The losers of this match will have to face off against Rogers and Dahaza for the bronze medal. Brink and Reckermann would like to guarantee themselves at least silver, I'm sure. Reckermann getting there, making his block. It was hit far too hard. It's not just the players who are performing. Service in towards Brink. Set very wide. Brink saying he didn't touch it. Maciel saying quite the opposite, quite predictably so. Goes over to the referee to ask the question. Brink-Reckermann says he didn't see anything in that respect. 15-10 then, a 5-point advantage, a clear advantage for Germany. Germany get the final. They could become the first European team, the first non-Brazilian and United States team to win gold in men's events this season. There's only been 3 teams, in fact, who have won a gold medal. We've had Allison and Emmanuel, Rogers and Dannhauser, and then Ricardo and Marcio with that sole win in earlier on in the season in Stavanger. So whatever happens, we're going to have a different team winning this week. Will it be a different nationality, though? Brink-Reckermann, the only hope for that. Here is Reckermann, squeezing the ball beyond the block of Bruno. I should say Maciel bottom. Bruno in the backcourt. Julius Brink again with that standing jump serve, no run-up. Oh, setting pulled up, carrying called against Bruno. Waves his finger in the direction of the referee and he leaves it to his partner to complain.
First was again. Please get ready.
Please get ready is a message from Davide Goscientini. Billy's having none of it, though. He carried the ball. Let's have a look. Took it very, very low. Stayed in there slightly long. He was asking for trouble taking it down. Chest height. Brink again squeezing it over. Not the first time that's happened here. Billy showing his frustration, kicking the ball away. And if he does that again, he'll be in trouble. Things are really not going for Brazil. Brink did apologise this time, but look at that. Supposed to be 33 years of age. Julius Brink then on a serving roll here today. Nice big hand set this time, but the wrecking man does his job. Reckermann pulling off the big meaningful block up against Billy. It's going from bad to worse for the Brazilians. 19-11 now. The European team really pressing home their advantage. Remember, former world champions, we've had a world championship here a decade ago. European team on the podium then was from Norway. They got Heydalen and Jura Chimperud. This time Brink doesn't get the look. Means that Brazil will have the serve. It will be Billy. As those Austrian players look on, enjoy their home tournament. Ambassadors for the sport here. Less said about that, the better from Billy. Set point for Germany. It's been a job very, very well done so far. They've just built up their advantage as the set's gone on. It's never really been in doubt since the early part of the match. Those in the VIP stand enjoying it. Good to see a bit of European success for them to cheer on. If not national success. Billy bumps up towards Bruno. Reckermann is there. He closes out the set 21-12. It has been an absolute drubbing in set one. Germany will be hoping to continue in the same vein. For Brazil, it's back to the drawing board. And that is perhaps a little bit of a revenge for the defeat earlier on in the week to this Brazilian team. Germany on top when it matters, but there's still work to do. Reckermann bringing out his blocking towards the end of the set. It was Julius Brink serving and spiking that did the job earlier on for them. Germany halfway there at the moment, looking to make the first final for the first time in quite a few weeks, since Beijing, in fact, since was at the beginning of June, just prior to the World Championships, where they made 3 bronze medals in succession. They came in Rome, Stavanger and Stade. It's going to be better than bronze at the moment, unless Brazil can improve. Well, the crowd entertaining themselves briefly. Back to the players to do that for them now. Set 2 about to begin. Germany will start again. Over Eunice Brink, I'm sure he'll be quite happy to serve first, considering the success he had in set 1. Don't be surprised if this goes straight to Billy again. Continue with this standing jump serve across in towards João Bruno-Maciel. He rises. And they start where they left off. Eunice, the wrecking man, Reckermann. Rising high and denying the way through. Reckermann this time watches on as Brink serves go straight into the net. Germany will be happy though. Certainly Reckermann having got that mental advantage of getting his blocking in early doors. Bruno on to serve. Break down to dig out. High set buys him time. There's the poke down the line, but it's well read by Bruno. Chance to counter-attack now. Germany will have their own chance. Second. There's Brink. Here's Bruno. And there's the point. Well done, Brazil. Nicely worked from both teams. Well, the crowd want this to be competitive. They enjoyed that. Certainly wasn't competitive in set 1. It was more or less one-way traffic from the Europeans. South American team going 2-1 up. Well, Billy's blocking to add into the mix. Now, have Brazil finally turned up for this match? (3-1). Brink and Reckermann just making sure they do not lose their own momentum. Here is Brink. Reckermann will set behind him, change the angle of attack. That's 2 blocks out of 2. Reckermann's chance into the net. Billy now on fire there, dominating that net. That's exactly what Brazil needed. Time to think about things again for Germany. Oh, Bruno having 3 points on the spin off his serve. Line block signaled by Billy. In towards Brink. Blocking once more. João Bruno-Maciel. He looks a different man to the one we saw in the first set. Germany will take time out. It's set wide. Chance to try and change things different. Punch of the air though. Oh, he's feeling big. The adrenaline is pumping. The momentum is flowing. This is exactly what Brazil wanted from this part of the game. Crowd can have a brief sing-song, but on the benches it will be pure concentration, certainly from Germany. Some more enthusiastic than others, saying hello to those watching at home. The Brazilians trying to harness the crowd support here. Really realising that the momentum and the adrenaline's important. Those big blocks helping him. 5-1 Brazil, but they're a set down here. They need to win this set. Germany not managing to touch the ball, but it is, of course, something with the side going out, not having to touch the ball. That helps them. Billy will clean his glasses. It'll be Brink-Reckermann to serve now. Germany 2-5 down. They'll have a set in the bag, remember. It was so easy for them in set one. Now they have to work for it. Nicely played. Good quick siding out. Billy, who couldn't side out for toffee in the first set, is now doing it for fun. 6-2 Brazil, 4-point lead. Billy, it is on to serve. Just drops it in front of Julius Brink. He'll now rise and try and meet this very high set. We're hammering the ball down into the center of the court. Germany now at least have a foot in this set. Stunned by the early progress of Brazil. 3 points back. Sided out a couple of times though, which is good. Now need points off serve. Brink in towards Billy. Confusion momentarily in the Brazilian ranks. That's a good roll shot though. Not rolling it down the line, just opening the face of the hand and cutting it with the outside of the hand across the block of Reckermann. Bruno's ball in towards Brink. Over on two. Now, was there a net touch there? There was. Brink-Reckermann hitting on the way down. Fairly clear from up here. Second referee from Algeria, Jamal Bergel, spotting it. Passed over the net. Brink's there to meet it. Oh dear. Well, suddenly nothing going the way of Germany. This has been sort of the Jekyll and Hyde play that really has plagued them game over the last 12 to 18 months. It's the end of that 2009 season. Of course, the injuries really disrupting their momentum. But have yet still since to win gold on a consistent basis. You never know what you're going to get with them. That, though, is the very best of Brink and Reckermann. Stunning aesthetic spike cross court. So 9-4, Brazil with a 5-point lead still. Reckermann, does Germany need to go on a run here? Billy, try to side out again, but it's Bruno who's been pulled up for his setting once more. Again, it's carrying the decision. It's exactly the same as the one before.
Get ready, please.
Billy perhaps arguing that no team's not receiving the same treatment, hence the response from the referee. There we go. In and out, took a little too long. He held the ball. Contact rules very, very strict with hand setting in beach volleyball. Certainly at odds with the indoor game as far as that's concerned. Big high bump towards the net. Ah, and a wonderful finish. Killed stone dead by João Bruno-Maciel. 10-5 to keep the 5-point advantage intact. And he wants more from the crowd. Is he feeding off it? Brink. Well read by Bruno. Chance now for the counter-attack. Here is Bruno Oscar Schmidt coming up against the wall that is Brink-Reckermann, though. Well, he started this set with one of those. We haven't seen them since. Reckermann owning the net. That's one back for Germany. Brink now on serve. Oh, well into the net. Never really got above the line of the net there. Nicely hit by Brink. 11-7. Brink-Reckermann towards Bruno this time, just changing their serve, realizing that Billy's siding out nicely. Bruno, though, has no problems himself. Again, the lead remains at 5. Germany trying to be buoyed by the charge of the trumpets here. 2 Roman legionnaires, or at least dressed up as them, with trumpets standing next to the sponsor's car. Really added to the atmosphere this week. So last point before we go to technical timeout. Big one for Germany. Will they be down by 5 or will they be down by 3? I'm sure we all know which one they'd choose. Brink needs to get his serve right. Does do. Brilliant stuff. So difficult to take down for Billy. 3 points the difference. Germany now, if they can put a couple together post-technical timeout, will fancy themselves. Brazil at least in the game this time. Something that didn't happen in set 1. Well, here we go again. He's got so many wrong in the second set. Try and take that down if you can. Really knowing as soon as the contact was made that it wasn't correct. And it was owned by Brink. So the crowd being entertained by the local dancers for the moment. Technical timeout just ensures the court can be swept. It's sand kept as even as possible. Keep away those nasty sand wells. Make sure the line's visible to all of the refereeing staff, line judges, and anybody official who's in charge of refereeing this game. Of course, again, whose prize is a place in the gold medal matching. It's Ricardo and Pedro Cunha. Brink serve in towards Billy. Over on 2. Oh, the touch came from Brink-Reckermann. Brink couldn't get that. Brazil starting as they wanted to do. It's pressure again from the serve. Decent stuff from Brink. Bruno having the presence of mind to go over in 2. Thump up towards Reckermann. Nicely done. Well, they're signing out more consistently than they did at the start of the set. That's the start, and he just put a couple of bits of scoring runs together. Brazil will be attempting to stop any of that, of course. They need this set desperately. All the pressure's still on those in green, you feel. Certainly with Germany of the set in the bag. Reckermann in towards Billy again. Contact not great, but Bruno kills on 2 once more. This time with brute force as well. Take that. No chance for Brink-Reckermann. Brink has to watch that one all the way. Float serve, set wide. Push down the line, that's nicely done. Very good tactically when they're at the best. Can set very nice and quickly. One of the big pluses in certainly Bruno-Reckermann's setting game. Something they work on a lot. Technically gifted volleyball players. Well, he's missed one too many of those in this set. Brazil move it on. Brink walks back to his mark. Referee just tells him to get on with it. A little bit of gamesmanship. It's a good leave. And with Brazil serving decent in this second set. Could have been tempting to play at that. Instead, Brink trusted his judgment. Bruno-Reckermann now. Once more, Billy responding positively. Any question asked, has really not had a response in the second set. Bruno-Maciel just drops in front of Brink. Set behind Reckermann. Opening up the space to the left, it was poked into that space quite easily. So Germany still just about at arm's length from Brazil, 16-13. Brazilians will feel confident about their ability to close out the set here and force a third. A couple of mistakes though will let Germany back in. Brink can't afford to fail too many more times with his service. This time gets it right. Towards Bruno. No touch. It's gone out, and it is a point for the Brazilian. Oh, for the Germans, I should say, pardon. Davide Crescentini seeing that duel at the net right in front of him. So that is the first point off serve that German team would have wanted. Back to within two. Oh, and have that and add that to the mix. Really looking and saying, how many of those do you want? Absolutely sick of facing those. Even Bruno-Reckermann was embarrassed standing with hands on hips. Brink will take it though, I'm sure. Back to within a point. Brazil and their challenge suddenly faltering. Bit of luck into the mix. Brink and Reckermann to go again. Brazil waiting all of the time that they needed, then calling timeout. Very, very intelligent timeout. Not needed to take it so early on here. Germany taking theirs early on. Time for a quick sing-song. The second set has just got a whole lot more interesting following those couple of points. Looked as though it was headed fairly comfortably in Brazil's favourite. Brink giving a technical talking to Bruno-Reckermann. This is what we're going to do. This is how we're going to do it. Confident pairing. For a reason to be as well. We're talking about former world champions here. First ever European team to pick up a world championship. And they're given a fanfare as they get back onto the court. Meanwhile, out on the lake, the wind building up and the clouds rolling in. That's long from Brink. Brazil siding out for a 2-point lead, so just about still in charge. Need yet more from Germany, but they've halved the deficit for the minute. Bruno on serve, as Brazil will look to find their form again to close out this second set. Floats it down the line in towards Brink. Reckermann is there. Julius Brink again with a push right over the block. Nice and calmly executed. And they now side out to come within one single point of their opponents. Lovely setting. See, no spin on the ball whatsoever. Nice perfect contact. Reckermann in towards Billy, forcing Bruno wide. Oh, there was a chance there for Germany, but that is quite emphatically hit home on the angle by Billy. He has really improved no end in the second set. First set, a bit of a nightmare for him. Couldn't side out at all. Not only siding out now, but winning points for his team. On serve as well, certainly earlier on. Looks as though Brazil are going to block cross court here. Out is the call. Very good judgment again, back to within a point. No mistake afforded from anybody here. Germany mess it up, and it will without doubt be Brazil's set. Brazil mess it up, Germany are back in it and in with a chance to win it in straight sets. That is what's at stake. Julius Brink there to serve. Goes long. Oh, it's an ace! And what a time to make it. Germany draw level. 18 points apiece. They've timed their run on the scoreboard to perfection. He's missed and messed up quite a few in the second set, but look at that. Husband and wife serve right in between the two. Nobody really going for it. But of course, the added danger of that difficult angle from which he's serving makes it even more difficult to judge. Once more, this time it's clearly towards Bruno. He'll be pitted up against Reckermann. He wins. Looked as though there's a bit of a net touch anyway there from Bruno. And now, suddenly, Germany are the team in with it again. Just falling into the net, in fact, Bruno there. And then going to trip up Julius Reckermann. Momentum taking him into the other half. Dear oh dear Brazil, advantage Germany from nowhere. Looking for their first final since Beijing, remember. Brink long in towards Bruno. Contact not ideal. Reckermann suddenly in touch again block-wise. Has really, well, he wants him in the corner, blocks out. It will be a match point now for Germany. Well, 5 points down for half of this set, 3 points down for the second quarter. And well, finally level, quickly in front, and here we go with a match point for the former world champions. It has been a revenge mission from the start. Lost to this Brazilian team in the pool play. Destiny has it that they've met again in the semi-finals. Brazil playing a good second set up to now, unable to carry it through. They need to save 2 match points here if they're to stay in with a shout of gold. Billy takes down, he'll be up against Reckermann again. And succeeds in getting the point. Still match point though. If Germany can side out, it's all over. Bruno to serve. Brink and Reckermann remain confident. It's theirs to lose here. Bruno will be hoping for something special in the meantime. Down towards Brink. There's the set, here comes the swing, and there's the victory. Julius Brink and Julius Reckermann, the only European challenge remaining in this tournament, back in the final for the first time since Beijing in June, and only the second opportunity this season they'll have to go for gold. For Bruno Oscar Schmidt and João Billy Maciel, it has been a wonderful journey from qualifying this week all the way through, unbeaten until today, but they fall at the penultimate hurdle. They'll go on to play the bronze medal match against the Olympic champions from the USA, Rogers and Dahauser. For Germany, though, It's a new team in the final to take on the former world champions. Ricardo and Pedro Cunha against Brink-Reckermann, coming up from 3 p.m. local time. 21-12 was an easy job in the first set. They almost had to go to play 3. Timed their run on the scoreboard just about right, though. 21-19 the final score. Brink-Reckermann are through to the final for the first time in a long time. Well, this was the moment of glory. First match point was Porden. All they had to do was side out. And once that ball hit the air, you knew that Julius Brink was going to do nothing but fire down into the sand with ease and pick up the all-important point to secure the German win. The only ever European team to win a World Championship. Back on form. Hence the victory hugs. Will that be repeated this afternoon? Well, these are the scenes outside here on the lake in Klagenfurt am Bodensee. Building up to the bronze medal match and final. Remember to tune in 1:30 Central European time. That's GMT +2 for those of you setting your watches around the world to see the bronze medal match. That will be USA versus Brazil, but it will be Brazil versus Germany in the final here in Klagenfurt. The final of the 6 Grand Slams this season on the Swatch World Tour. Remember to join us. For now, though, we'll leave you for a couple of hours. I've been Rob Hatch. For myself and the rest of the team here in Austria, it's thank you very much. And remember to join us in just a few hours' time.